I'm gonna share my casting experience with you guys on how I got casted to be a part of BB20. My casting experience is way different than anybody's that I've heard before because I was recruited on social media. And when they reached out to me, I had a lot going on, so I didn't really respond right away. I just kind of, said, hey, how are you? I'll look into it, but I never really looked into it. So by the time I actually watched a season of BB20 and said that I would be available to go interview, it was already finals time. And when I went to finals, I had no idea I was going to be there for as long as I was there, but it did take quite a while. You meet with producers, you introduce your personality. There's lots of things that they want to quiz you on and make sure that you're up to par with their standards. Going into the room where you meet all the producers and you're introducing yourself for the first time, it's very high energy. I was very excited. I didn't really know what I was gonna say, but it was pretty much all about telling a story. Who are you? Why do they want to cast you? What makes you special? So I was just telling them stories about my everyday life. It just so happens that my everyday life was interesting to them. I was a flight attendant before, and passenger stories make for the funniest icebreakers. So I just kind of played up a little bit of my passenger stories, told them about my pageantry background, and just showed that crazy fun Bayleigh personality. Now, everybody doesn't have a personality like me. I understand I'm a little wild, I'm a little crazy, but it was more just connecting with them, making them feel like they were a part of my life and that they could really get a feel for who I was. Another thing that's very important to me when it comes to casting would be dressing to impress. You always want to make sure that you have an outfit that shows your personality. Do something where for me, I am very bubbly, very loud, very crazy. So bright colors are good for me. Something that reflects my skin tone. I love jumpsuits, they're my thing. So I brought all jumpsuits because that's who I am. So I really just kind of dressed to impress. My hair and my makeup was flawless. When I met them, there was nothing about me that they could have said, oh, she could have done better. So when you go and you meet these casting directors and you see the producers for the first time, put your best foot forward because I want you to blow them out of the water. So in my BB journey, there has been 4 major events that kind of set the tone for the entire experience. Those major events are, number 1, meeting Swaggy, of course. If I would have kept my mouth shut in that kitchen when Swaggy barged in and was talking about he won the competition acting crazy cocky, then I would not have had my best friend in the whole entire world. So I'm happy that I called him out and checked him on his little attitude.
It's not like, oh my God, he's scary. It's like, you're an athlete. Okay. If it's anything to have to do with endurance or competition, they're gonna be like, he's gonna win. Okay. Listen, I'm saying just don't put a target on your back.
I'm not trying to, of course not.
Just tone down the beast.
Because the very next day he checked me on mine, and that was the beginning of a lifelong friendship and relationship. So that was a very, very important defining moment. Number 2 would be the very first veto. When literally you cannot pay me even now to say that Swaggy did not throw that competition. But he promised me that I would not be a replacement nominee because him or Fessy would win the competition. So when it came down to Tyler or Fessy, I was shaking in my boots because I knew if Tyler won that I would be the replacement nominee. So when Fessy won, I lost it. That's when Fessy became my bro for life. He protected me when, Swaggy kind of didn't. So that made me very, very, very happy in the game. Moment number 3, my HOH. Okay, so I was only queen for a week, and I don't know, I have mixed emotions about it because I thought my HOH went pretty well, but apparently it did not go as well as I thought it did because I ended up going home the very next week. But my HOH set the tone for a lot of things, kind of made level 6 shake a little bit. We didn't even know there was a level 6 at that point, but that was the kind of crack in their foundation where we really realized that there was a level 6. Or another side of the house. We just didn't know what they were called. Last but not least, of course, my backdoor week. That was literally the worst week of my life. I had hit after hit after hit. When I got backdoored, I had no idea that I was even on Angela's radar. Obviously, when Tyler accused me of being a hacker, I was shocked. I told everybody that I wasn't a hacker. In fact, as y'all know, I didn't even get any of the questions right in the hacker competition. So I really thought whenever I told everyone that I wasn't a hacker that they believed me because I didn't get anything right. So when Angela threw me up as a backdoor option, I was completely shocked, shook. I was a mess. So it was only a matter of time before I was gonna blow up on everyone. And Tyler just happened to be the person I blew up on because he treated me the absolute worst that week. And now we're gonna go to our Instagram BB questions. Question number 1. Who were you immediately drawn to in the house besides Swaggy? And actually, the first person that I was drawn to in the house was Angela. Before Swaggy kind of dug his claws in me and we became besties, Angela and I did pretty much everything together in the house for the first few days, and I thought that her and I would have been the besties that came out of this BB experience, but that didn't happen. Question number 2. What do you miss most about being in the BB house now that you're out of it? I am not gonna lie, the thing that I miss the most about being in the BB house is the groceries, because they are loaded every Saturday on time. They pick out everything that I need to eat. I don't even have to see a grocery store, and now going to the grocery store is a very serious hassle. Question number 3. Was there still a lot of fun in the BB house, even though there was also a lot of drama? Answer, absolutely yes. I would say that 90% of the BB house was fun and 10% was drama. We just had really extreme drama when we had it. Question number 4. Why do you get so mad at Tyler? Okay, I get this question non-stop. Everybody wants to know what caused me and Tyler to fight so hard the way that we did. The answer would be, I was HOH the week before and I felt like I was protecting Tyler. I never once wanted to put him up on the block. I told him that I was giving him a break from the Caitlyn drama. Even as a backdoor, he was never even an option for me. So whenever the hacker thing came out and he wanted to blame me right off the bat and thought that I was attacking him, I was so surprised, because moving forward, I thought that Tyler and I were going to be able to work together. And obviously, y'all know how that turned out. It didn't quite go down the way that I thought it did. Question number 5. Did you think that you were going into the BB house to meet a man? Absolutely not. I was team no showmance from the beginning. Y'all can go back and check my interviews, but there was some times where I would interview and I'm like, hey, if it happens, it happens.
Are you open to a showmance?
I'm single and ready to mingle now, but I will say that
with the Bible in the house.
Yes. Listen, Jesus made us to go together, okay? No, I'm ready to mingle, but I will say that I don't want to be like that girl that's like, week 1 in a showmance, I love you. No.
Okay.
Like,
You're not doing that.
I really don't want a showmance at all, and I don't think there's anybody who's going to be able to handle all of this, but if it happens...
That sounds familiar.
You know, yeah. Like, if they can, then I'm not going to stop them, because, like, okay. God sent them there. But I really don't think that anybody's going to be able to handle this.
So I was, like, a little tiny bit open, but you could have not paid me to say that I would have gone in there for a showmance. Like, that was never on my agenda. But just to kind of plug it a little bit, I did come out with the best showmance of the season. Like, my man is top-notch. Very, 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 very happy about it.